If you are struggling, if you are stuck, I can promise you that there is hope. That if you want to change, you can change. Because I believe that every single one of us is far more capable than we allow ourselves to believe. And that right underneath our feet is a vast reservoir of untapped potential, just yearning to be released. And our job is to bring it forth, to release it into the world. At 30, I thought my life was over. At 52, I know it's just beginning. Change is always possible. And I think that we put all of this pressure on ourselves. We are in a hurry all the time to get to some place. But life is also long, and we're not in a race.
I never really defined toughness for you. The way I'm going to define toughness to you, because I'm talking about mental toughness, is it's all about what does it take to break you. We had to put hurricane windows in our house in Florida on the beach. All right, so I asked the guy, how do you figure out that these windows are better than those windows? What does it take to break them? So if you really think about toughness and mental toughness, what does it take to break you? I don't care what circumstance you're faced with. What does it take to break your focus because you get frustrated about what happened on the last play? What does it take to make you give in? What does it take to break you? So everybody here has got to have a lot of mental toughness to be able to sustain what we do at a high level. And just because you got beat on the last play, that can't affect your next play. Or that's breaking you. Your frustration is breaking you. What does it take to break you?
I was sleeping on a bare mattress in an unfurnished bedroom, unfurnished apartment, drinking round the clock. Like I would wake up hungover, having hallucinations and bed spins and, like night sweats. And the only way I could make that go away was to make myself a vodka tonic and drink it in the shower in the morning. There was nothing social about it. It was by myself, just sad, lonely, pathetic, and it would always end up the same. I got 2 DUIs in a period of I think it was 6 or 8 weeks of each other, but that was not my bottom. I had to suffer more and go darker, and that elevator just had to keep going down before I was really ready to wake up. Your rock bottom is what you decide it to be, because if the elevator's going down, there is no ground level. It can always go further down until you're dead. People change when the pain of their circumstances exceeds the fear of finally doing something different. When you're in that space, you're birthed with a willingness that you didn't have prior. But the day I finally woke up and had that willingness, it was a pretty normal day of waking up hungover. It wasn't drama infused in any way. So that day wasn't my rock bottom, but when I look back, I realized that I was in such emotional angst and pain from those other lower moments that it creates a paralysis. I had to medicate myself through that before I could actually take the action to do something about it.
I was a fat, out of shape, and very unhealthy man hurtling into middle age, a depressed, self-destructive person, utterly disconnected from who I was and what I wanted to be. To the outside observer, everything appeared to be perfect. Yet in that precise moment, I was overcome with a profound knowledge, not just that I needed to change, but that I was willing to change. Moments like these were not to be squandered. They were to be respected and seized at all costs, for they just didn't come around that often, if ever.
On a late evening when I had arrived home after a very long day at work and was just walking up a simple flight of stairs to my bedroom, and I was seized by this moment halfway up the flight where I had tightness in my chest and I was out of breath. And it was a scary moment. I was having another big moment. I had made that decision that fateful morning when I woke up and suddenly had the willingness to get sober. And I had such a deep connection with how vast my life had changed as a result of that decision in that one moment. And so when I was on that staircase, I had the presence of mind somehow to realize like, oh, it's happening again. Like it feels the same as that other moment. And I felt like I needed to do it again. I was like, this is a brief moment of time, a fleeting moment of time in which willingness has descended upon me. Not only is my life going sideways, suddenly I have this sudden superpower of wanting to do something about it that I know is going to evaporate immediately unless I take an action upon it. Change is an action-based affair. You cannot make a change by ruminating in your mind. Mood follows action. When we are in those moments where we think, yeah, I need to stop vaping, or I need to stop, going on Tinder or whatever it is, we let those moments pass without doing anything about it. It is behavior first, thoughts, feelings, and emotions follow.
I started off as poor as I could be, searching for the secrets of success. And over the years, I've read and studied for over 30,000 hours in business, economics, psychology, philosophy, religion, metaphysics, and history to find the secrets of success. And I'm happy to say that I eventually found the answers I was looking for. Today, I live in a $1 million house on a golf course in Southern California. Today, I know and I've proven that success in any field, including this field, is as predictable as the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. About 5 years ago, I met a wise and wealthy man who had spent his entire life studying success. And he'd reached a clear conclusion concerning the reason for success in life and especially in business. He said the key to success was to set a goal and then to stay with it until you achieve success in at least one important thing. He said that your subconscious mind will then accept that success experience and store it as a pattern, like a template. And then from then on, your subconscious will drive you and direct you and guide you to repeat the pattern of success in other things that you attempt. So fortunately, you couldn't get lost crossing the Sahara in the daytime. The track across the desert is marked by black 55-gallon oil drums located every 5 kilometers, which is exactly the curve of the Earth's surface. You can always, as you drive, you can always see 2 oil barrels, the one you just passed and the one you're heading for. So all you have to do to cross the biggest desert on Earth is to take it 1 oil barrel at a time. As we would approach each oil barrel, it's really neat. As we approach each oil barrel, we come to this oil barrel, we just come parallel with it. The next oil barrel would just pop up on the horizon. And as we would pass this oil barrel, the one behind us would fall off the horizon. In the years since then, I found that you can achieve almost any goal you set for yourself if you simply take it 1 oil barrel, 1 step at a time. If you go as far as you can see, you will then see far enough to go further. Here are 7 rules you can apply to any challenge that you face in achieving anything you desire. Rule number 1, the most important key to achieving great success is to decide upon your goal and then launch. Get started, take action, do something, move. The act of taking the first step is what separates the losers from the winners, or the winners from the losers. Number 2, once you've launched towards your goal, never consider the possibility of failure. Always forward, never backward. Never consider the possibility of failure. Your ability to persist in the face of setbacks and disappointments is vital to all great achievement, and it's always a decision that you make. It's not the external environment, it's always the internal environment. Number 3, the biggest goal in the world can be accomplished if you just take it 1 oil barrel at a time. Our great business is not to see what lies dimly at a distance, but to do what lies clearly at hand. The only time you will ever have is now. Number 4, watch out for the naysayers. The negative people around you are always telling you that you'll die in the desert. Get around positive people. Get around winners like people in this room. Fly with the eagles and refuse to listen to objections and reasons why you can't succeed. Number 5, welcome obstacles and difficulties as valuable and inevitable steps on the ladder of success. Remember, the difficulties come not to obstruct, but to instruct.
Yeah, we didn't have the $80 to pay, waste removal, and they took our bins away. So we would have to put the garbage in our beat-up minivan and drive it to some dumpster behind a grocery store. There was no money coming in. I wasn't practicing law anymore. There were days where we almost didn't have enough money to put food on the table. It was difficult, and I wouldn't have made it except for the support of Julie, who was able to see the more fully actualized version of myself when I couldn't. She was able, with great strength, in the face of criticism and judgment by all kinds of people, to hold that vision. And I would come to her and say, like, I can't do it anymore. And she's like, the only way through this is forward. We're not going back. We've come too far. I know that you're on the right track. I can see it in you, and there is something here, and we have to follow it through. No matter the circumstances of your life, whatever is holding you back or keeping you stuck can be overcome. And that you deserve to be liberated from the things that are hijacking your life, and that a life that is joyous, happy, and free, and infused with love, meaning, purpose, satisfaction is not only possible, but available to you if you're willing to take actions to work towards it.
If you will resolve, with whatever life hands you, to carry on, there is nothing that can stop you from achieving the greatness for which you were created. Thank you.